Honestly, I didn't even know I was being suspended until 10 minutes before it was put on social media. We still have yet to hear anything from Kathy. It's no surprise. You can see what's being said on social media, and yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but as usual, she remains silent, and that's unfortunate when, you know, our lives are being threatened.
This that bull I be talking about. This that bullshit I be talking about. AT, you tripping, mama. You tripping. I shouldn't even call you mama. I should be calling you papa. I mean, dude, your arms, you're like a ninja. You're a big ass ninja. But I'm just trying to figure out why you out here playing victim. Why you out here playing victim? You know the golden goose is Cece. You know you don't mess with Cece. You know she got that cult, right? We all know she got that cult following. You know you don't mess with the golden goose. So you don't, you wanted to be that superstar. You want to be that rock star. You wanted to go mess up that girl, huh? You wanted to show that you're bruiser, you a brute force, you that Debo, huh? You Debo there, huh? And all the people, they trying to give that business to you. You crying, huh? Our lives is in danger. Our lives in danger. We ain't trying to hear none of that. You should have known what you were doing. Consequences to actions. It's called causality. You know what I'm saying? Action, reaction. You did what you did, now you're getting that smoke. I hear your players, I hear your teammates talking about free AT, free AT. I'm like, bruh, shorty, you should be arrested. You should have got at least a 10-game suspension. You should be out the league. That was a crime what you did.
In all the discussion, it was this. Mercury forward Alyssa Thomas suspended for yesterday's game after a fist made contact with Clark's throat on Wednesday. Now, at the time, there was no call. As you know, the league then reviewed it. They upgraded to a flagrant 2. That leads to the suspension. Mercury won that game, by the way.
I swear to God, sometimes we just gotta laugh. We just gotta laugh. We gotta take some serious things and make joke out of it, fun out of it. Really and truly, think about it. Really, really, really. A knee to the groin, right? Yeah, she need her. You can see it, clear as day. I mean, she punched her in the shoulder and her fist slid down to her throat, right? So punch to the shoulder, a punch to the throat, whether or not the fist made contact, I swear to God. I thought all my years of watching the NBA and the WNBA, I thought that flagrant was unnecessary contact or roughness, right? Especially if it's to the head, to the neck, to the face. I'm just trying to figure out, all of that. I mean, AT jumped on her, mauled her like a bear, like literally. She was all over her, knee to the ground. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this, I'm gonna whip her, I'm all over her. She was giving her the business. And I'm just trying to figure out a fist in the throat. Let's, oh my God. I'm about to lose it.
All right, here we are. Is this a foul move?
Oh, my God. Yeah, it's a foul. Yes, bro. Flagrant ejection. You see him put his knuckle in his face to get up?
Yeah, he was about to hit dude too.
That was gonna be a knockout punch.
I'm knocking.
Hey, bro, what are you doing?
He about to tag buddy. They lame for that, bro. I ain't going.
Is that a foul move?
Yes, bro.
Bro. Y'all gotta chill.
Get me off this court, man.
He tweet.
First week back, man, they already suspended. Bees and Dwight Howard got into it, man.
I like they back and forth.
Bees wouldn't leave that nigga alone, though.
But B's probably bullshit.
Nah, he was mad, bro.
Hey, what's crazy is both of them tried to push Dwight and he didn't move at all.
It's
Bees was
over.
not
Like-
bullshit.
That shit dead.
Y'all better leave them jokes alone. Hey, man, get well
That
soon.
nigga swing on the white hair, you gonna have a long motherfucking day. He gonna knock the short bus out of the lanes. Straight up.
I swear to God. Y'all gonna have to break it down for me. Y'all gonna have to explain it for me. Because when Lance put his fist in this dude's throat, we all can agree that was a foul, that was flagrant. His knuckles is in that man's throat. That's the same thing AT did to Caitlyn, right? So I'm trying to figure out if us as men can say, yo, that's flagrant, that's foul, you should be suspended, thrown out, right? So why these ladies are actually backing this chick? I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Is it a female thing? Is it a hormone thing? What is it? I'm curious. I am genuinely confused. I need answers. Someone please explain to me. How can you see this and say, nah, that was just regular play. That was normal. That's play on. I can admit the fact that, Caitlyn did not fight back. She did not react. I mean, she reacted. She reacted like they almost killed her. She was in shock. She looked like a great victim, like she was assaulted. I swear to God, that's what I saw. But for some reason, it did not register to other people. I don't know why. But take that out of it. I'm just saying, if she had fought back, if she was fighting, then they would have reviewed the play and everything would have been more clear. But because she did not fight back, she should have punched one of them chicks, kicked one of them chicks. But then again, they would have blamed her. They would have definitely
Here are
blamed
Stephanie
her.
White and Nate Tibbetts, both head coaches, with reaction.
We have a generational talent and a WNBA superstar who had 2 cheap shots right there that weren't called. And I just say again, absolutely unacceptable.
I'm going to tell y'all the truth. That was fake as ish. Stephanie, that was fake as ish. You don't like that girl. You don't like Cece. We can tell. You don't like her. You don't get along with her. We can tell. You want her gone. But I want you gone. I can't wait for them to fire you and your entire coaching staff. The assistants, everybody got to go. I can't wait. Your system got to go. You and your lame-ass system got to go. But I'm defending my player. Little too late. Little too late. I mean, seriously? You didn't see her getting mauled out there over and over again? Oh, man, shut up.
I do think it's important not to rely on social media screenshots. This is a slippery slope. Let's don't base it on generational talent, fan base involvement, all-star level players, or role players. Let's don't base it off veterans or young players, or white players or black players or international players.
Broski, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't blame it on this. Don't blame it on that. Don't blame it on. Bro, it's a foul. A flagrant foul. It doesn't matter if she was white, black, generational talent, veteran, rookie. It's a fucking flagrant foul. It's clear for everyone to see. The problem is you people are blinded. You people are working off an agenda. That is why everyone is outraged, because everyone can see it. Oh, don't blame it on social media and clips. I mean, bro, we all saw it. We watched the game. We watched the highlights. We saw it. We didn't need any social media clips. We saw it. The problem is you're not seeing it, and something is very wrong with that.
How is what happened this week an indication of what needs to be better going forward, Drea?
Well, yeah, I certainly hope that moving forward, referees understand that there needs to be a sense of hypervigilance in certain matchups. Like when you watch that play, the referee that could have maybe seen the action was standing off to the right, she was standing up, and maybe that's okay in normal games, right? But when you have 2 teams that are playing each other 2 nights after a game that had 5 technical fouls and an ejection, whatever the referee thinks they have angle-wise, it's not good enough. As soon as this play happens and bodies hit the floor, the referee has to get a better angle to see this in real time, because I can guarantee, had the call been made in real time, which it happens fast, but as soon as the play drops, the referee should have
slide in there.
You gotta get in there to see what is happening, right? Yeah, you gotta get down, exactly. Talk in it.
I mean,
that didn't happen, and so it wasn't caught in real time, and it got way worse.
Y'all gotta stop, ladies. Y'all gotta stop, really and truly. This is all bull crap at the end of the day. I hope y'all know. Whether or not it was caught real time or not, it would have been blown up all the same. The fact is that you can't find another clipping, another video of someone else getting that kind of treatment. Honestly, can you find it? Because people say, oh, well, it's taken out of proportion and it's slowed down. Then show me other clippings. Show me other clippings of other players getting that type of maul, getting punched in the throat, and just show me something that I can compare and say, yeah, well, whatever. You're just talking out your ass. You're just saying, oh, well, this and well, that. Well, guess what? It was not called in real time, and it blew the fuck up.
It did get way worse. I mean, because looking at the game, nobody reacted in real time. Even Caitlyn got up, ran down the court. Nothing, like there was no indication that more was wrong. But
oh, hell nah, mama. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I watched it, and I'm telling you, Caitlin Clark, her reaction was shell shock. She could not believe. She reacted like someone who just got assaulted. I don't even know where her teammates were. In that moment, all I saw were players from that team jumping on her, and I'm like, Mercury players all around her, and I don't see none of her teammates. I'm just keeping it 100. Think about it logical, right? They jumped on her, punch her, kneed her, all of that. No teammates around. She felt alone. You could tell, like, literally, we saw her reaction. And you're going to tell me, oh, she reacted normally. No, she didn't. She was in shock. And she showed it. You saw it. Like, she was like her reaction was like, oh my God, what is happening here? That is what I saw.
I think this is what you kind of expect. Like, these coaches reacting after games. You made this point before. Coach White is Stephanie's seeing this going into post-game after a loss.
Yeah.
You're already going to be upset about a loss. When you got star players on certain teams, coaches know they got to defend their players.
Right.
And we also don't know background about something else that could have happened and players felt like, all right, if you didn't have my back another time, now I got to go 2 times harder than what I maybe would have
In supporting
done.
you.
In supporting
Right.
you. Do I think it was a flagrant? Not at all. But I also grew up in an era where it's very physical, and this was the least of what I would consider a flagrant.
Bruh, this chick is out of her goddamn mind. This man, this dude is out of his goddamn mind. I grew up in an era where that was the least of it, a flagrant too. That's the least of it. Least of it. A freaking punch in the throat is the least of it. What are you talking about? I'm genuinely confused. A punch in the throat, a fist made. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it there. Let's hypothesize. Let's theorize that AT was just trying to get up. And she decided, you know what? Caitlin Clark is underneath me and I'm going to make fists. And I'm going to use her to prop myself up. So I'm going to use my fist. I'm going to put my fist on her to then prop myself up. Yeah, that right there sounds harmless. That sounds like something good. Yeah, that sounds good. She's making a fist. Whether or not she intentionally balled her fist up, whether or not she intentionally meant to put her fist in her throat, whether she wanted to put it in her chest, put it on her arm, wherever, she made a fist, a clenched fist, literally, and put it down on her. Now, I know the NBA. Maybe the WNBA is different. But in the NBA, if someone makes a fist and push a player, a standing player push, just take your fist, ball your fist up and put it on that person and push them, that is considered a punch. Worse if you put it in their throat. I'm just trying to figure out when, since a fist in the throat is the least of it. I'm just trying to figure out, literally, if you, like, I watched the NBA final, right? And Josh Hart, as well as Anunoby, I think it was, literally tapped a player while he was in the air, literally gently touched. Well, Josh Hart is pushing the air, was more aggressive. But the point is, you can't touch them while they're in the air going for a layup. So if you gently push them, that's considered a flagrant. If you gently push them. Also, if you invade their landing space, it's a flagrant, right? Think about it, right? Protect your players, their landing space, them in the air. You don't want them to get hurt. Because those, literally, Brunson got called for a flagrant foul because I think it was Fox that went up or whatever, and he was in his landing space, even though he was not really and truly, but I think it was Champagne, yeah. Either way, what I'm trying to say is this. Those ticky-tack things, they're fouls because they're meant to be fouls, because they're cleaning up certain things. So I'm trying to figure out if those ticky-tack things, we all can understand that those are fouls. But them jumping in Caitlin and putting a fist in her throat, somehow that's the least of it. Genuinely, these ladies, they hate, they got that disdain for Caitlin Clark. The hatred is just coming out, fam.
Andrea's point, though, to understanding the matchups, right? Like understanding animosity between players, between teams, like knowing the prism of what you're going into before you're calling that game.
Yeah, refs need to be hyper vigilant. You know, between certain matchups between players, if certain people get together, you need to be running toward it. Like, forget whatever else is happening. Like, you got to get in that action and try to prevent anything from escalating.
Yeah, to me, overall, officiating has been a universal issue this year. And that's not the goal of any league, but this is the reality.
I swear. Sometimes I wonder if these people are robots, AI. if they're given marching orders, if they're given a script and they're told to say certain things, because this seems like a universal agenda. Like people are being paid to do this. I have no idea. I cannot fathom how is it possible that a group of ladies are on a panel and we all saw the same thing, but somehow they're coming up with some whole different cockamamie bullcrap.
And when you think about the imperative to call more fouls, we're seeing the highest scoring season ever in WNBA history. That's largely because they're calling more fouls, right? Games are no longer 2 hours, they're 2.5 hours long. So you're seeing that there's an imperative to call more fouls, but there's still a lack of situational awareness or a lack of control of the game by the refs. You can call fouls, but is it dictating how one game is played from the other? Because you can see one game where one is super physical and one where people are dropping 50. There's been a lack of consistency, and this creates a problem in magnifier matchups. And this is a magnifier matchup when you look back at it. Alyssa Thomas, Caitlin Clark, both dominant players, but Alyssa plays on the edge. I know her. And Caitlin sometimes embellishes at times in certain instances.
Wow, just wow. AT, she plays on the edge. I know her. And Caitlin, she embellishes. So you're saying basically AT plays rough and Caitlin is extra soft and always flopping. That's what you're insinuating? That's what you're actually saying, mama? Really and truly? Like, Jesus Christ, man. What kind of doo-doo take is this? What kind of garbage take is this? Okay, here's the thing, right? Super players nowadays, Shea, Gilgeous, Alexander, Luca. I mean, a lot of these top players, they're taught to, exaggerate contact, right? Because you have to let the referee see. Some of the time, the referees don't see. If you look back in the days, way back in the days, when you look at Shaquille O'Neal, right? He used to get butchered, act left, right, and center. A lot of fouls weren't called because Shaq would absorb the contact. We understand that. Nowadays, players are taught to actually show the contact, right? Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, in those days, they absorb the contact and finish. These players nowadays are taught to take advantage of that. You understand? From Tim Duncan days and James Harden days, all the way up to today where Jalen Brunson, all of these people, and I'm saying Joel Embiid, all of these guys are flopping. You understand? It is what it is. It's a part of the game. So for her to be talking about, oh, Caitlin this and Caitlin that, bro, Caitlin get more hacking than any other player in the WNBA. More than Asia, more than Paige, more than any other person in the league right now. She gets more hacking. She has a different type of whistle from everybody else. And it ain't for her. It ain't like a superstar Michael Jordan whistle. No, it's a whistle like, yeah, you probably flop it. Yeah, we don't see that. We're going to turn our backs. Stop it, mama. Stop it. I don't like what you're saying because it's not the truth.
And so when you have a scrum, like you said, there needs to be a vigilance, but also this created a position where the league is now forced to be reactive. And instead of having a control of not just calling fouls, now the league is reacting and doing something that it rarely does on a non-call and instituting a suspension. And to me, that was unique. But I'll lastly say this, because that largely happened because of the optics. In game flow, if you're watching in game speed, I was watching in game speed, I didn't really notice too much because people hit the ground all the time.
These freaking bitches, oh my God. Narratives are created off of a freeze frame. It's not a freeze frame. We can see the video, you damn prick. You a-holes. Well, narratives of a freeze frame of what? We can clearly see you're literally playing the thing. Well, maybe your editors didn't tell you that the video was going to be played while you're talking, so you're looking more like an a-hole. Just the fact that you're saying what you're saying. You're not even cognizant of the fact that you're talking garbage. Nonsense. Straight verbal diarrhea. Fact is this, it was a flagrant. It doesn't matter how you look at it. In game, based on the camera angle, you wouldn't have realized what happened because AT was blocking, the other players were blocking. It's from the other angle, that's when they took the other angles and they look at it and they're like, oh, wow. And you could even hear at the time, you could hear one of the commentators saying, a fist to the throat, like, wow, like they were shocked there and then. The actual commentators were shocked, right? So, y'all acting all brand new is just ridiculous to me, but it's an agenda. no one can tell me this is not an active agenda.
Then when narratives are created based off of a freeze frame, that can create a huge problem. And I do think that the league,
in slow motion.
yes, the league was reacting to the optics of that image.
That was just what Tibbetts was saying, right?
Yeah, like if you walk by me and I'm doing this, but then if you play it faster and you see I was actually doing this,
right,
to move my nose, it looked different in freeze frame.
But the bigger picture.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, the bullshit. The nerve of these women to sit on this panel and sprout so much garbage. If you walk by me and I'm shut up. Beer, just garbage. Just nonsense coming out of their mouth. Justifying. Bro, at no point any of these ladies said, yo, AT, that was not called for. That was wrong what you did. At no point any one of them call out AT for what she did. What he did. We should be saying E. Anyhow, the point I'm making is they have not called her out. As if they have not seen what actually took place. They are still being blinded. So what am I to think? It's being called fairly? If it was another player, I guarantee you the reaction would be a lot different. But it's CC. It's Caitlin Clark. So guess what? I guess she deserves it, huh? Huh? You freaking pricks.